Welcome back to an extremely overdue episode of The Line Travellers. Man, let's get straight to the fucking meat. What do you reckon?
Yes, I reckon that is a good idea.
Fantastic. All right, I'm going to take you back to 1986, specifically the 27th of September, 1986, Cleveland, Ohio. All right?
Yes.
The event there was originally called Balloon Fest 86. The event's name has now been changed to the Ohio Balloon Disaster. I know you like fucking like massive fuck ups on a like epic scale.
Yes.
So what do you reckon this is about? Like hot air balloons or something?
I might have an inkling. I'm going to go with potentially airships or hot balloons together, maybe, because in 1987, I believe airships were still a thing.
Wrong.
What?
I'm talking about helium-filled balloons, right? So, Cleveland, Ohio. They tried to set the Guinness World Record for most helium balloons set off at one time, right? 1.5 million balloons.
How the fuck did they fill that, man?
So, for starters, man, when you come to an idea of this, you'd be like, isn't this going to have like massive environmental fucking damage? 1.5 million rubber balloons, right?
You'd think so.
So the planners, they said it wasn't, they waited for a not so windy part of the day and they were like, yep, fantastic. So when they set them off, it was supposed to go east and they were just supposed to be dispersed all over America.
Yeah.
Once setting them off, there was a cold rain front that came towards them
they didn't realise this?
and pushed the helium balloons down onto the ground. 1.5 million of them littered the city. Okay, so let's talk about the freeways. There was multiple accidents and fatalities on the major freeways there. They had to get a bulldozer in to clear off these fucking balloons. Let's go to the airport. They had to shut down the airport because visibility was that low due to the balloons that they nearly had a runway-to-runway crash. And, man, probably the most fucked up thing about this is that there was a search and rescue going on in the harbour for two sailors that were just floating around in life jackets, but they were unable to spot, man, because the balloons just settled on the ocean. Just settled on the ocean, man. You couldn't spot them, and, man, their corpses washed ashore 2 days later.
At least they found them. Fuck.
This record has never been attempted ever again.
Because of these reasons, or
I dare say so.
All right, so it was a record attempt.
Yeah.
So what was the previous record of this?
There was no previous record.
Oh, so they decided 1.5 million suit.
I've got to show you a photo of this, bro. Hey, like it is just hectic.
And we wonder why there's climate fucking disasters happening all over. This event could have single-handedly lead to plastics in the ocean, microplastic, the Great Pacific Garbage Float. This could be part of
They actually said fucking years after the people in the Ohio region for the first time ever had microplastics in their system. So we'll get all these pictures up, man.
Also, wait, there's... The fuck?
Yeah, they're all balloons, man. We'll get all these pictures up here.
It looks so beautiful. Like I don't understand where the disaster could happen. It is floating that way
and then
at a fast pace.
And then the cold front just came in and cloaked the entire city. And I'm just going to show you what the search and rescue team were trying to look through.
So you're about to show me this search and rescue photo. What they had to deal with, I believe.
What they had to deal with, okay. So
why don't they just choose one colour of a balloon?
Because, man, you didn't get an ambient array of colours. So these two gentlemen were bobbing around in life jackets in this.
Fuck!
You would never find someone, eh?
What a bad day to have for being rescued.
Man, wouldn't they be like, okay, there's a search and rescue going on for two missing sailors.
Balloons. At least.
So, yeah, that's the Ohio balloon disaster.
I like how a disaster from balloons.
I know. It's pretty good, hey? AKA Balloon Fest 86.
Rest in peace to the sailors and anyone else in that tragedy.
Yeah, there you go. And apologies for that story. I didn't realise I didn't have my fucking glasses on and you probably could have seen my horribly disfigured eye socket. So
yeah, he is cross-eyed.
We'll work on that. Maybe we'll get a nice little scented bar or something over it. Who knows?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We don't want to see people to peer into the... Black Phillip or whatever is in you.
Yes. All hail Black Phillip. If you know, you know.
Jesus Christ. So I'm just going to follow up the disaster of the balloons, which I thought was airships. Obviously it wasn't.
Yep.
1986 was it?
1986, 27th of September.
Look, the 80s was a year of inventing people themselves, I guess, trying new feats of danger, I guess, it led out to be.
Yeah.
We can look back at the 1986 or that era with great
Dismay,
disasters, horrible things happening.
Yeah.
But, at least the record will go unbroken.
That is very true. They're never setting it again. Maybe we could do it.
Was there is there any videos of sheer panic when they realised
yes,
is it going wrong that we can show the audience?
Yes, absolutely. Freeway videos and stuff like that. Man, it is cloaked with balloons, man. Multiple fatalities on the freeway. Nearly a runway collision in the airport, and 2 people died at sea because of these 1.5 million balloons.
I can only imagine the lawsuits that definitely went down. And also, is the organisers in prison? Or?
Man, it was the 80s.
Fled the country.
It was the 80s, man. I don't think anyone got shot. Can you imagine? You spent ages planning this. You're like, all right, release them, and then you're like, holy fuck. We are going to be in trouble.
80s, baby. People would forget about that.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck, man. The 80s was pretty fucking loose. Yeah, so what do you got for me, champ?
Oh, there's something I come across. It's called predictive programming. Have you heard of this?
I haven't, actually.
Well, let me give you, I've written this down. So predictive programming is a theory that the government or other higher-ups are using fictional movies or books as a means of mind control, like a tool, to make the population more accepting of planned future events.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
So, as I think we've discussed in the past, as you say in the media and when they start bringing up certain topics, for some reason things seem to go that way, or people are more accepting of certain events.
Absolutely,
such like that.
Absolutely.
So it's only a theory, and only conspiracy theory crazy people think of this. But I know The Simpsons had certain things, but that also has come out as fact checked as being wrong.
Yes, love
certain
fact
things
checkers.
of that. But so one event I am coming up to is apparently in 1898. There was a book that was created. There was a book that was written, and in that story, they had a fictional ship named Titan.
Yep. And
Titan was deemed unsinkable. And anyway, it ended up crashing into an iceberg and such like that. So this description of this fictional vessel in the late 1800s called Titan actually came to fruition with what we've got right here.
The Titanic, which we can all agree on was a massive hit job.
So people who read this book and they can't, when this disaster, we were talking about disaster now, did happen, people accepted it and it happens.
Yep.
Ships hit icebergs all the time, even though they're deemed unsinkable and made out of titanium.
Was it made of titanium?
The Titanic was not made of titanium. That's not why they fucking called it. That's not why they called it the Titanic. It was made of mild steel.
This would be good because I think there's other people out there who would be on my side about this very topic.
I actually know a fucking metallurgist, so I'll give him a fucking call now.
Here we go. Here's someone to fucking enlighten us about this subject.
I'll give him a call right now.
Alright. Hopefully he picks up.
Peacock.
Hey, what's going on?
Fuck all, man. You know how it is. Just chilling, killing.
That's the way. So quick question. We're talking about the fucking Titanic, and Licks reckoned the Titanic was named the Titanic because it was made of titanium.
Yes.
You being the only metallurgist that I know, so...
One of only.
It was named the Titanic because it was made out of titanium?
Apparently, according to this dog.
That is the biggest... Do you think it would have fucking sunk if it was made of titanium?
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't have sunk, but it did.
But it wasn't made of titanium.
So why did it sink if it was made out of titanium?
It was made of mild steel and it was...
Because it was fucking struck by a submarine torpedo.
What the fuck?
We've been through this.
Anyway, the people who know. So can you... let me think. Can you think of any other predictive type of program that's maybe happened in the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, or anything that comes to mind that maybe you think now as I bring this subject up? Any thoughts on that, Mr. Peacock?
Yeah, fucking absolutely. I go back to a show called V, which was in the early 2000s. Do you remember that series?
No, I don't. What? V?
V, it's called. It's a sci-fi series. It was on TV for a little while and then it got cancelled and it was heaps weird. But anyway, it's about these people that come to Earth from another planet, right?
Yes.
and they're here for, the benefits of humanity and blah, 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 blah. It turns out they're actually reptiles cloaked as humans.
Oh, excuse me. Yes.
Yeah.
What?
It turns out they're reptiles cloaked as humans, and they're actually doing seedy underworld things to get humanity to become corrupted because they feed off the bad energy. That is what this series was about in the 2000s. It's called V.
Fuck, I probably have seen this, but I don't know what.
It only played for maybe one season on like Channel 7 and shit. This is well before.
Did they think this predictive programming went too far then? Actually, the truth is too real at the moment, and I don't think the normies at the time might accept it. Maybe in the future we can bring out something. I
think it was probably a bit before its time. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Like David Icke wasn't sort of super huge back then.
You see his fingers?
I have seen David. Can we get a photo up here?
Oh, God.
They're fucking weird. Like it's like Kim Kardashian. I've got to go back to this predictive program, but have you seen Kim Kardashian's hands?
No.
They are fucking creepy, bro. It looks like a fucking demon's hand.
So it looks like there's skin falling apart.
Yeah, they're heaps skinny and bony, man.
You know what? Before we get back to predictive programming, fingers.
Yes.
Right? We're thinking about fingers here?
Yeah. Yes, we are.
All right. I know it's a crazy topic, but AI. You know what AI has trouble with?
The hands.
The hands.
Yeah, the hands. It can't do it. Why?
So, in saying that, because we live in where we live, and I have personally not seen Kim Kardashian myself.
No.
She could be AI. The whole thing, it could be an AI psyop, and you always got to look at the fingers. Apparently, that's where the weirdness comes through. Maybe their technology is a bit better than our current technology of AI and that, but potentially maybe the fingers are very hard to AI.
They are, and the eyes look soulless too. You know what I mean? Like
your eyes.
Yes. So yeah, we really do have to cover that up. I'm just gonna.
Oh, excuse me.
There you go.
Oh God.
They look demonic, hey?
What?
They look demonic. Yeah. Yeah. It looks like Nosferatu's fucking.
I don't
hands.
like that.
Yeah.
I believe the worshipping of
even like you look at it there, like
Just.
look at the front side. Doesn't that look
God.
demonic? Even like her head there, man.
She doesn't look real, man. Remember,
No.
P. Diddy? Like, he did not real? Like,
No, he did look like an alien. He did look like an alien. Back to predictive programming. I want to go back to a movie called The Men in Black.
Yes.
Yeah, see, just another one where Hollywood sort of pumps out this shit and people go, oh, I saw a UFO, then I was visited by the Men in Black, which there is videotapes of these Men in Black suits coming to talk to people after they've had an extraterrestrial encounter. But then people would go, if you said that to someone, they'd be like, oh, what, like the movie?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it completely debunk everyone, man.
Well, and then when it does happen, people are like, well, they're just used to it. It just happens. And as you said, the people who it actually does happen to, like with the Men in Black visiting you and that, are deemed insane and stuff like that. And you're like, oh yeah, as you said, like the movie and that. This shit's going on.
It is. It is.
I'm just trying to think of other maybe recent movies or anything. Nothing comes to mind at the moment.
There was a movie called Songbird, which had either Keira Knightley or Natalie Portman in it. As we all know, they're the same person. They're the same person. We've been through this before. So she gets 2 paychecks. That's my synopsis. I really should write
bitch.
I really should write a paper on that. But anyway, it's about a certain event that happened in 2020, and the disease was less bad for you than the cure.
Really?
Songbird, it's called. Yes, it's great to look into. Look into that.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, we won't delve too far into that, but you know what we're talking about. Otherwise, we get fucking shut down off YouTube again.
I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
No, which is weird. But anyway, I won't go on a fucking tangent. All right, predictive program. What else you got, man? Anything more on that topic?
I'm just trying to think. Not really. Like, I guess we don't want to talk about it, but like what did occur not long ago, and how maybe certain things happened during that to get people more warmed up to maybe things that could happen to them, like
I absolutely
like mass control.
Yeah.
Doing as you're told. Doing it for other people. Stuff like that, just to
it's all for our safety.
Yeah. So maybe 5 years later, something could happen again. It doesn't necessarily have to be a pandemic or something. It could be anything, right?
Yeah.
And now that we're so used to it and conforming to that, they have control, because it doesn't matter how much money they got. If you do not have control,
you got nothing.
It doesn't matter how much money you got, because
Yep.
you could be a billionaire, as we're seeing. Elon Musk gets shat on all the time.
All the time. They hate him.
I wonder why.
Man, I personally think it'll be a worldwide cyber attack, which will shut down all our money because we're going to be a cashless society soon. As I told you, I went into the bank to withdraw $10,000 for opioids and cocaine, right? Which is my God-given right.
Hey, you don't have to tell them that.
Yeah, well,
Apparently.
but I wasn't allowed to withdraw my money unless I gave them a reason. And I said, it's my fucking money. I've worked for this money. I want this money. It's actually for a car in case my father was listening to this. But yeah, like I shouldn't have to fucking tell him what I'm going to use my money for.
No,
You know what I mean? I pay my tax dollars on top of that. That's my fucking
we
money.
get taxed hard, so.
Yes, we do. 33 cents to the dollar. And that's on your first job. If you want to get a second job just to scrape by, it's 45 cents to the dollar.
Well done. I'm glad that tax money is going to whatever it does. But yeah, well, with the cashless society that they maybe the ploy in 2020 was to get us to a digital currency.
Yeah.
Because
it's
remember
well on its way.
how, say I would go to purchase some goods, no cash. No cash, card only. That was fucking everywhere because apparently handling cash could, I don't know,
Yes.
give you something. Anyway.
Put other people in danger.
But you know what I mean? So people got used to that, and now people are like, tap. They don't give a fuck. Tap, whatever.
Yeah,
tap,
how
tap.
often do you tap? I'm just like, boom, boom. Even if I've got the cash in my wallet, bro.
Yeah,
You've been
because
systematically programmed to do it.
you don't want to carry change, do you?
No.
Apparently. But so now we've got what? The big supermarkets going cashless.
They are.
at the
Coles
moment.
and Woolies are trying to go completely cashless.
Also, what just came out, there was a photo of, the lovely Portuguese chicken chain called Nando's.
Yes, I love Nando's.
Cashless.
You kidding? We ain't going to Nando's no more, man. We
They
ain't going
had
to Nando's.
like a little, I don't know, a social media post, in their writing, whatever. It said, whatever about being cashless. We're going cashless due to the New World Order. Kidding. We just want to make chicken quicker so you don't have to carry change.
Is that another example of predictive programming?
Yes.
I like that segue. You did well there.
See, so Nando's, for fuck's sake. I love the chicken.
Yeah, Nando's is good. And the
And
sauce,
look, if
man.
you don't want my cash,
Man, there's
fuck you, New World Order. I know what you're trying to do. The chicken chain are coming for us.
Yeah, big chicken man's coming for us. It is. But then why
Big chicken.
You'd think the Colonel would do it over Nando's though. You know what I mean?
And you know what he has done?
What?
A lovely town out in the countryside, 3 hours away. They have a KFC there, the Colonel's Finest chicken. I went there one day, just after work. I just felt like a bit of chicken. Went to hand the $20.
Yep.
So read the sign there. I read it. Cash is not accepted. Your period. I couldn't even fucking hand them $20. I said, you know what? Fuck you, I'm going. You know where I went?
Where?
McDonald's.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't see McDonald's going cashless. Do you mind if we mix it up a bit? I've got something odd to discuss.
Oh, something odd.
Yeah, I know, weird.
What do you mean?
Weird for this program. Okay.
Yep.
So everyone loves Googling. I know I've done it before. Ben Affleck smoking, right?
Yeah.
You've done it before? Just
I have.
heaps of pictures of him smoking durries.
He loves a cigarette.
Even with his bloody 2020 muzzle on, he's got a little hole for his durry coming out. Man, this is only something that I stumbled across yesterday. I believe I did send it to you on a social media platform, but I don't know if you opened it. People need to start Googling Liam Neeson urinating pants.
Yeah.
I
opened that one.
There is multiple photos of him who's pissed his pants. Why? Like heaps of
He's a Chad, bro.
photos. And man, if I was prone to pissing my pants, I would wear dark trousers. He's always got the light khakis on with heaps of piss running down. You got to start Googling Liam Neeson urinating pants. It's fucking bizarre. I don't know why it's up there, and I don't know why there's so many cases of it. And I don't know why Liam Neeson hasn't addressed this.
Well, I know a man like yourself is urinating in pants.
I have,
You can feel it, or you can notice something happening.
Yeah.
In those photos, he is happy as.
Yeah, happy as Larry.
He's owning it.
Man.
Like, I think he's I think he's a Chad, maybe.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't give a fuck.
Well, man, I suppose if you had millions of dollars, legions of fans, I probably wouldn't give a fuck either, man.
But why is he pissing his pants? Why is so many photos?
Man, what if you're at the pub, man, you're just like ordering a schooner and some bird was like, you pissed your pants, eh? You'd be like, fuck.
Yeah,
You'd have to go
normal
home.
folk would
Yeah,
be.
yeah, not Liam
But we're not
Neeson.
fucking Liam Neeson, man. We're not Chads.
No.
We're Chuds. But, like, so you got Ben Affleck always smoking. And
Mm-hmm.
why is it always photos of that man having cups of coffee and spilling them everywhere?
Ben Affleck.
Yes.
Really?
There's hundreds of photos. He's always got coffee and he's always spilling it and trying to carry it. I'm fucking serious, man. Everywhere. Ben Affleck coffee as well.
Maybe he's a beta version clone.
He's big, but he can't. He's like,
Yeah, you never know, man. Brought out of the test tube too early, man. Yeah. They're like,
man, if you had a clone And like,
Don't ask what I asked you the other week. That'll get us banned from YouTube.
Would it?
You can if you want.
Can we? Oh, I won't bring it up. Okay, let me go back there.
Okay, yeah.
You probably know what I'm talking about there, travellers. So anyway, you go to the clone shop.
The clone shop.
Yeah.
Clones
You're going
are
to
us.
pick up your clone after you've inseminated one.
Yep.
I don't know how.
Yep.
And it just looks a little bit odd. Would you accept it?
But see, here's the thing about a clone, right?
But you're looking at it, it's just like...
But a clone wouldn't necessarily be exactly look like you. Here's the weird thing about fucking cloning, right? So cloning, they would take your genetics and make a digital another copy of your genetics, okay? But so it's going to look like what you would look like if you were untarnished by years of alcohol abuse, working, bad eating, shit like that. You know, it wouldn't necessarily look
Stress.
like you. Yeah, stress, like working long hours.
A better version that could replace you?
I dare say so, because it hasn't gone through years of, you know, working long hours, drinking piss, gambling, like smoking cigarettes. Like, I honestly reckon it probably would
Man getting you down.
look like, yes, the man. Like, I honestly reckon it probably would look like a better version of you.
God damn.
When you
have to
think
take
about
it
it-
out, man.
Yeah, man. And then takes
What else would you do to
Then
it?
it takes your missus, man. No, because it's a better version of you, man. You fucking try and knock him out, man. He just dodges, slips it.
Yeah, and then
counter,
you're sucking
boom.
his dick.
That's it. That's it.
You know what I mean?
And then you're like,
this is not cool.
This is a horrible purchase. This is a horrible purchase.
Why did I purchase this? I'm now
Performing fellatio on a better version of myself.
I know what you're going to do to it.
There's no laws against that.
Is there? Can we look it up? Whoever our producer, pull it up. Is there laws against having consensual? What is it?
Consensual physical relationships with your client.
Warning. What you're about to hear is fucking retarded. Viewer discretion is advised. Stay sweaty.
Let's just bring it up. We might as well.
Okay.
So, is there any law? Because it is your genetic code,
Yeah.
and it can't really say yes or no or stop because it's you. So you could, if you want, pull its pants down and penetrate it without any like nothing will happen to you. I don't believe so, because where are the laws? Is this possible?
Look, you're gonna have to call.
Or do you reckon Joe Biden's not fucking pounding his one? or they're also, why are they so slow? Do you know what I mean? Surely the Chad version of Joe Biden's they're fucking giving it to him.
This is taking a dark turn.
Anyway, we're all for clones. Free the clones.
Can I?
Free the clones.
Free the clones.
We'll have all the leftists out there fucking waving flags.
Yeah.
Clone rights are human rights.
Yeah, let's see if we can't make up a webpage, Free the Clones, and see how many signatures we
With
can
the
get.
GoFundMe?
Yeah, with a GoFundMe. Yeah. Free the clones. So let me just rehash on that tangent. We went from Liam Neeson urinating himself into public to having sexual relationships
With your own clone.
With your own clone.
Which we don't know if it's illegal or not.
I'll have to get the legal
Bring the
team.
lawyers.
I'll have to get the legal team to fucking sort that out, and I'll get back to you on
I'm
that.
sure they're keen to listen to us again.
I'll get back to you on that one. All right, let's mix it up here.
What the fuck was so odd about your question then?
What do you mean? How many people have asked someone else, are you allowed to have sex with a clone copy of you? How many times do you reckon that has been said? What, maybe 4 times?
Maybe behind closed doors.
Not on fucking YouTube. Yeah, we're trailblazers. We are asking...
Pioneers, man. Someone had to cross the Oregon Trail. And they did it.
Yeah, man. Like when Washington crossed the Delaware, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the boat.
Yeah. It's
That
just...
could be us. I think Chad's man got clones behind us.
Just riddled with STDs.
Because it's like 1700s there. We've got like diseases that are not even like known to man.
I believe like...
Okay. Think about what what happened in the 70s.
What
You know the monkey?
Oh, yes.
Anyway, that terrible disease. Now think of this:
Oh, God.
clone on clone sex.
Yep.
Imagine the STDs will come from that.
I don't think they would be because they'd have a pure genetic code.
No, but it's never happened before.
True. Maybe it would cause some... Man, maybe it would cause
It's
some...
ripped in the time.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Man. All right.
Anyway, what else we got?
All right, we got to move on. We got to move on from that.
Anyway,
Topic.
if you want to look up clone rights, there'll be a website there
Free
soon.
the clones. Mate, bro, when I get
the Star Wars fucking the clones. 2 pictures of yourself.
kissing.
That's good comedy.
All right. Gee whiz.
Gee whiz.
All right, we're going to have to take
You can't
it.
probably think we're tight.
We're truly firing on all pistons. So it was a good comeback episode.
No, this is good. I think I'm enjoying this.
I am too. Unfortunately, we don't have any beer. What's the time? It's nearly beer o'clock. 11:15.
Bring them in, the Uber.
Yeah.
Bring out the Ubers.
All right, so we're going to take a step back there from that grim topic, and we're going to go to your people, the flat earthers.
What do you got wrong? What have they done now?
So they've got a new hot topic.
How have I not? Okay. Yes, Ted.
The trees aren't real. So we got birds aren't real, the earth is flat, but now trees, bro. Trees do not exist.
Oh, look. As I said before, anything is plausible.
So their theory is based on the definition of a tree. It's I'll actually screenshot the fucking definition of a tree.
What do you mean? Definition of a tree?
Yeah, so this is what they're
Has it
basing.
been changed?
This is what they're
Recently.
basing the whole thing off. Okay, so and then it goes a little bit deeper. Where am I at here? So tree, a noun, a woody perennial plant, typically having a single stem or trunk growing.
I've got something growing.
For your clone. Growing and bearing lateral branches at some distance from the ground. So their thing is, so that's not a tree. A huge fucking redwood tree is not a tree. And do you know why?
Because they're not real.
No, because the actual trees, and this is according to these people, actually 20 miles high. And ask me where the tree stumps are, because there would be some left around, right?
Where are the tree stumps?
For this
Under the
20,
water.
20 mile high tree?
In the ocean.
Nope. So we've got Uluru in the middle of the Australian outback. That is apparently a tree stump. We have the Devil's Tower in Wyoming. You've seen that. Mm-hmm. That is apparently a giant tree stump. Mm-hmm. And we have the Giant's Causeway in Belfast Island.
I've been there.
So have I. That is apparently a giant tree stump. And these are all legacies of the 20-mile high trees that used to live, and the trees that we have now are actually shrubs because of the definition.
So, all because of the definition?
Yes.
And how does this involve the fucking flat earth?
No, that's
because you think they're that crazy.
No, that's their community came out with this. This is their new fucking groundbreaking fucking theory to blow everyone's minds.
It's blowing my mind, I can tell you that.
What do you want to hear, man? Do you want to hear that sometimes I think about eating a bullet? Take my gun. Don't nibble on the barrel. Pull the trigger. Go ahead, pal. Be my guest. Go ahead if you're serious. You shouldn't tempt me.
Yeah, so Uluru Man, tree stump.
Well, how can our fellow natives claim a stake in that then? If they're actual tree stumps?
I personally don't think they are. Actual tree stump. Look, man, we know the flat earthers, man. They are they're a dedicated bunch, and I honestly believe they would die for their causes. But yeah, trees.
A lot of people do die for their causes.
Yeah, I know, but this is a pretty silly cause. Dying for trees aren't real.
Birds not real? You believe that?
No, I didn't believe that, but I was
capture a bird.
I was actually very
okay. Outside we have ducks, and peacock will catch one after this.
No, fuck that. I hate birds, hey. They're like
ducks.
You're being swooped by a magpie, man. That shit's fucked up. We're chased by a goose.
Yeah, I have been.
Yeah, and then gooses fucking hiss, man. They're like
because they don't want to get close to them.
Yeah, they're fucking grubs, man. But yeah, trees aren't real. Absolutely fascinating topic. I probably delved into it for about 7 minutes yesterday.
So you didn't give it enough time to actually marinate yourself in the lore of trees and stuff like that. And what?
20-mile high trees. Wouldn't that be up in the fucking atmosphere?
Oh, I know you're one who believes dinosaurs are real, so...
I do believe dinosaurs were real, yes.
Why? Were you there? Have you seen the bones? Have you studied them yourselves? I
actually have some fossils at home. I got them from the gem shop.
I'm talking about a dinosaur like a fucking T-Rex.
Nicolas Cage had a T-Rex's head. It was stolen. He bought it.
Nicolas Cage is a coke-ridden fucking crackhead, man.
Don't be talking shit about Nicky Cage, all right?
He walks around Las Vegas, man, shirtless for some reason. Anyway.
Yeah, he's a Chad, man. I don't give a fuck. Want to watch Face Off after this?
Yes, I do. Naked.
With our clones.
Face off, man. We just rip our own faces off.
Yeah, with our clones, man.
Yeah, I've ripped their face off. You've got a better looking face, man. I'm taking it. Because why wouldn't you do that? Wear his skin. We're saying several women with other people's faces.
It would appear so in that way. It would appear so. Yes.
So, look, we can get back to the clones in another episode. We can do a full episode on it. But dinosaurs, do you believe them for some reason? I know because you're a paleontologist, you're an archaeologist. I know you've got a lot of history.
Part-time.
Sorry,
part-time.
So why couldn't, the creature, you might know it because you know about dinosaurs. The one with looks like a tank over there and it's got a big tail with
with the big mace on it. That is called, I used to know that name. Hey.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Why couldn't the armour on it, instead of being that shape, it was actually used to fly?
Probably due to the weight.
So why did they decide to go, this is what it looks like?
Well, yeah, okay.
And also, all these bones have actually, they don't have a full, all the skeletal remains of, say, a T-Rex. They don't have it. It's all just mismatch.
Yeah. But a lot of the bones wouldn't go through they do think the density of they were almost like avian bones, a lot of dinosaur bones, so they did
All right.
So they did sort of perish, but they do have skulls and shit like that. And
they're probably dragons.
Back to your question, why would that dinosaur name's going to piss me off?
It starts with P, maybe? Plate.
Yeah, that's going to piss me off. But anyway,
penis.
It's these people's job, I guess, and they take extremely educated guesses to go, okay, this thing weighed fucking 15 tons.
Fair enough.
Its wingspan was 2 meters. It probably didn't fly. You know what I mean?
And we know what the skin color looks like. We know what it sounds like.
No. Yeah,
we know, all that stuff.
That's where I draw the line at. Like when you watch them walking by dinosaurs and they go, this is what the skin color looked like. How the fuck do you know that? Or even I'll even go as far as when they say the T-Rex could smell for fucking miles and they have a 3D printed replica of its nasal cavity. And you know what I mean? That it's educated guessing, I suppose. And I dare say these people have a background in zoology, maybe even cryptozoology.
Zoology, yeah.
On biology and that, so they can take an educated guess. But I don't think there's any way to go that T-Rex was fucking brown. It could have been red.
There you have it. He just explained that science is a theory.
A lot of science is completely theoretical.
So don't take it to heart.
What about the theory of space, man? The universe.
I don't believe your fucking side of the theory of that. Let there be light. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's like what's
the Big Bang? No, I don't believe that.
No, neither do I. It just seems, I don't know, like it's just, I really don't want to delve down on this. I really don't because we'll be here for hours.
Don't do it, please, God.
Because, man, when the universe, it's ever expanding and how it started and where it finishes and that, I think it is the type of shit.
Where it finishes, it never finishes.
Exactly.
It doesn't start anywhere either.
Exactly.
Because that means you have to define a start and end point.
Exactly.
And you can't do that.
No.
In the universe.
No.
Man, it honestly keeps me awake.
Tell you what I severely dislike. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, look,
Hate
he
him.
rubs me off a little bit.
Hate him.
He rubs me off a little bit.
You seen him on where Joe Rogan's blowing up at him?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't believe in extraterrestrial life.
That's where
Two possibilities exist.
But he believes in all this other stuff, like.
Man, two possibilities exist. We're either alone in this universe or we are not. Both are equally as terrifying. Arthur C. Clarke said that.
Oh, God. I don't know what's worse, but if they're equally terrifying, well, let's say you had to pick, what would be more terrifying for you?
Personally?
Or do you believe they're equally?
Personally, I would think more terrifying that we are the only sentient beings alive by some fucking miracle, mathematical improbability. We are the only sentient beings alive in this universe. Like, that would spin me the fuck. They just go, there's nothing else.
Well, there's a couple of hypotheses. I can't even say that word again.
Hypothesis?
Yes, or theories or whatever. So I think we have the Silurian theory. We have the Black Forest, I think it's called, or Dark Forest theory. Then we have.
What does that entail? That sounds cool.
Oh, it's just. I haven't got it up here, mate.
Yeah.
But it's similar theories together, but they're all got different kind of little takes on them. The Fermi paradox.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And so the first one, the Silurian theory, whatever. Mm-hmm. So that's to do with that there could be ancient civilizations that have been around for millions of years, and because how time goes for so long that it's just the presence has never been known. Right?
Yeah,
but there's tales like uranium, like stuff like that, right? Like in Mars, right?
Yeah.
But the other one, the Fermi paradox, I think is, don't quote me on this, to do with what you just said.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
I actually have a great example from one of those theories. I forget what it's fucking called, about how vast fucking space is, right?
Yeah.
Say we sent a probe to a planet fucking 100 light years away, right?
Yeah.
Our new probe would get there before the first fucking probe because we've had that much time to develop a new fucking probe.
We
Our
could
society
potentially
is
get there
fucking,
before
fucking wild, hey?
Well, that shows the vastness of supposed spaces, if it exists. So the other one is obviously there's other races out there, but they don't want to touch it. Like they don't want to go near each other in case they risk themselves of, I don't know, they don't want to get destroyed. Or if there is civilization out there, they would have destroyed us already.
Yeah.
Or we would see them.
Well, man, maybe they're a lot more benevolent than we are. You know what I mean? Because
or interdimensional.
yes, I honestly think that's extremely
And that's
plausible.
it.
I think that's extremely plausible. It's like when they talk about how they can travel multiple light years like that, how they can bend space. You've heard of that?
I could bend space, baby.
So
Yes.
we're here, they're here.
Science lesson.
They fold it like that, put a little fucking hole through there, pop out there, time and space goes back to normal. That's what they reckon. That's what they reckon. Or they reckon they might use black holes for an intergalactic highway.
As you said, I don't know unless I'd honestly seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah, it's one of those things though. And man, as you know, our good friends at NASA are absolutely horrible gatekeeping pieces of shit. And they lie about
All those fucking
everything.
agencies are.
Yeah, they are, man. They gatekeep everything.
So why do they have all this, say, information that comes to light and they go behind secret doors?
Yeah, so that was when they were disclosing the UAP phenomenon, and they had, what was it, an open...
A couple of breadcrumbs
Yeah.
to get everyone interested and go, all right, now we're going to go close behind doors so we can actually talk about what is going on.
And I believe that was a 2.5 hour session that they did behind closed doors.
And we don't... This what pisses me off. It's either... It's all fucking show and drama and fake to leave these breadcrumbs to let people,
Yep.
like, just go off and then finally realise that, oh, that guy's actually insane.
Yep.
And stuff like that. Look, I don't know. Like, I'd love to know more about it, and I do believe that it's either interdimensional or there's actual physical other beings out there.
I believe there's probably physical other beings out there. They came out during 2020 to 2022, that fantastic era, and they said we were actually in contact with, was it 6 or 16 different species?
A lot.
Yeah, I think it was like 16 different
And
species.
there's a federation. I think there was, oh my God.
Yeah.
Look, they're either psyops or whatever, but or a little bit of truth.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
slowly, as you said, get us predictive programming to be more accepting of the reptilian overlords and accept them.
Man, I honestly believe, because everyone is that cucked by the system now, they could come out and be like, yeah, aliens are real, they're here, we've got crafts, we've been to other planets, and everyone would be like, oh, okay. No one would give a fuck. I would care. I would probably have a fucking meltdown.
All right, so going back all the way to start where you gave that great quote about...
Arthur C. Clarke, yep.
Yeah. So you're on the fence of... what would be more terrifying if you had to pick one?
I think it would be more terrifying if we were completely alone in the universe. I think that would just be so daunting, so harrowing, and you'd be like, okay, well, if we're completely alone in the universe, technically nothing I do matters. Because what does it matter? Who's gonna judge it? It doesn't affect anything else. You know what I mean? Like that honestly fucking horrifies me, that thought.
All right, and now everyone, good luck sleeping tonight.
Great Sunday
Everything you do,
discussion.
you go to work, you think you're doing it, but I guess with the other species that we live on Earth with, which I don't know if they got a conscience or not, but they're all just doing the thing over and over.
Yeah, basically. But man,
Eating, mating, reproducing, dying.
well, technically,
Reborn.
we are animals, I suppose. But man,
Hey.
do you think?
You might be an animal.
Oh, I'm an animal, especially when my clone's around.
Oh, God. Do you reckon you can... Anyway, let's not...
What else was I going to fucking say? Jesus Christ.
Gee whiz.
Gee willikers. That's right. Do you think, in your opinion, that extraterrestrial species lives in sort of the same society that we do? They just go to work and do their mindless drone jobs? Or do you think, because they're that old, and do you think they work as a team all collectively together to further...
Like ants?
Yeah, like a hive mind even maybe to further their species?
Well, fuck. That just depends on their circumstances of, like, I guess maybe they have larger brains because their environment led them to have things like that. So they've either wiped out anyone that fought primitive to them, they might have fought. Depends at what kind of evolution or what advancements they've had with their civilization? Or do all civilizations have a similar pathway?
See, again.
Like, do they find the thing? Like, okay, think about this.
All right.
How big space is or whatever. But maybe what we have on Earth, like the mineral resources, all that stuff, that's all that exists, right? So the other exoplanets or whatever, that life can only live on them. So they would have a similar upbringing.
You would think so, because
Slight variations maybe.
But so here's a conundrum with that. And
Or can they live on lava planets?
Well, here's the conundrum with that. Okay, so pretty much our good friends at NASA say that there needs to be a habitable zone between a star so it has an atmosphere, blah, blah, blah. But this is for carbon-based life forms.
Like us kind of.
Yeah, this is for carbon-based life forms. What if these people are... Well, you know, they have cold blood. Or what about the moon off fucking Neptune? What's it called? Titan. And it's got a core of fucking water. It's never been drilled down into. It's ice around it and then a core of water. Imagine what has fucking potentially evolved inside that over time in the freezing fucking depths of space.
Yeah, well, that's what I was... So they don't have to... Like how we live. They could feed off things like that. They don't need oxygen. Or they don't need this whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't need to drink water or whatever. They that's what I'm saying as well. It could be a possibility, but I don't know.
While we're on this topic, I actually do have something to bring up, but I need a quick break first. All right?
Bring it on.
We'll be back. And we're back. Apologies for that. We had to go check on the clones. God, I'm sweaty.
God bless the clones.
Something I wanted to discuss while we're on that topic of, dinosaurs, shit in space, blah, 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 blah. I want to talk about octopuses.
Yes. Octopussy?
Octopuses, they're not from here.
I've heard this actually.
Why
have I heard this?
There is no prehistoric remains of octopuses. There's like cephalopods, but octopuses in history, you cannot find them. And a lot of people say, oh, that's due to the fact they don't really have bones.
Evolved or whatever you call it.
Yeah, maybe? But there's no proof of them living in the past. There's no proof whatsoever of there's cephalopods like squids and shit like that.
How long in the past are we talking here?
You cannot fucking find any fossils or anything of fucking octopuses.
So how long do whoever thinks they've been here for?
No one fucking knows. No one knows. So we had squids. Yeah. So they reckon, we had fucking squids and shit back in the fucking day, like in prehistoric eras, but we didn't have fucking octopuses.
We have giant ones?
Squids.
Oh, no, I'm talking about squids. Sorry.
Squids, yeah. So we had squids, but then the fucking octopus just popped up one day. And they've got no record of this. Well, did a squid, but a squid is already pretty high up on the evolutionary chain, especially one of colossal size.
Also, they're very intelligent.
This is what I wanted to go on to. Man, the shit that they can fucking teach a fucking octopus, hey. It is crazy how to unopen jars. They've got that one that they fucking speak to it. So they'll ask it questions. It's got a yes or no fucking button. So it can understand basic sort of commands and questions and stuff like that. Can open the jar. Have you seen the mimic octopus?
No. What the fuck?
It is fucking disgraceful. So, man, it basically can change its shape into whatever it wants and mimic something. So you go, oh, that's just a fish or a fucking eel or my clone or...
A penis?
I probably could.
Well, I don't know.
But yeah, in the mimic we'll get the footage of it up here, man. But so just due to their hyper intelligence, what they can fucking do, and there's no basically record of them ever just popping up, people think they are from another planet.
So they could have... Well, obviously they didn't arrive on spaceships.
No.
Or they could be a species from a planet that a civilization visited with. So whatever reason they bring it, I don't know why.
Well, this is another...
They left it here?
Well, how about the...
they left the pyramids. I don't know, something like that. They left them here for us to study.
Maybe. Or maybe they just came down to meteorite. But here's some other... What do you call it? Controlled programming? What do you call it?
Predictive programming.
Predictive programming. What about that sci-fi movie that came out and the big... what's that? Oh, I'm going to have to figure out what that's fucking called. The big ship comes down... Arrival. And they go inside, and what are the aliens?
Yes.
They're fucking octopuses.
God. Yeah, I always thought that was kind of a strange thing.
Yes.
It all makes sense now, doesn't it?
As we go further down the rabbit hole.
God bless octopi.
Yep.
I was going to say something about those little things. Wasn't there... They had an octopus that they were betting on things with, and it selected something.
It selected the Super Bowl winners for like the last fucking 7 years in a row. Yeah, and it still does it. It still does it. And I understand it's a 50-50 chance, but to get 7 in a row, that's pretty good.
It's onto something, man.
Like how many coin
Imagine
flips?
having one on your head that's...
Oh, man, they're disgraceful.
Maybe they could, like, you know, the earwigs that could overtake people and they turn them animals? Maybe you could have, like, an octopus in your head that could, like, suck into you, like, take you over.
Man, have you seen how they fucking eat? They have like a beak on the inside, man. It is fucking disgusting.
Man, I've caught one fishing. Fucking cut the line off straight away, right?
Yeah.
But it was, like, stuck to the boat, man. I was like, get off, man. I just wouldn't want it, man.
Man, we'll bring that footage up here. There's an octopus. It is huge. And they get onto the deck of the boat, man. It probably fits through a hole about that big and just goes up. There's also, I will also send you this other video. They're also capable of emotions and they remember faces. There's this guy that goes down to the fucking water wherever he lives. I've seen, and this huge orange octopus is his mate. He goes and puts his fucking feet in the water and it cruises up to him and he gives it little pats and like, man, it wraps its tentacles around. Like, it's fucked up, man. I'll send it to you and the mimic octopus. But yeah, just food for thought, man. Octopuses, not from here. Proven.
Have they ever killed anyone?
Now, that is an interesting question. I'm going to fucking have a look at that right now.
Bring it up.
Yeah. God bless editing. Blue ring octopuses have killed people, but that's venomous. So you're talking about like a full-on...
like it's just decided to attack someone.
Yeah.
Like kind of like... It's just... It went for someone, man. Not like just sting them or like a defense mechanism, but to like... I don't know.
Yeah.
Take your oxygen tank out or murder you. I'm sure it's happened. Because back in the day when they were, used to wear those old school diving suits and they'd always get attacked by octopuses. Well, there's a lot of pictures of it.
This here says cephalopod attacks on humans have been reported since ancient times.
Ancient?
Yeah.
So they've been around since ancient times. So we know that.
Yeah. A significant portion of these attacks are questionable or unverifiable.
They weren't trying to... Look, I'm not going to say it because you're thinking it. Were they trying to have sexual relations with this octopus?
Look, maybe. Plausible. Humans are disgraceful.
Someone was killed by a horse.
So, yeah, they recognise a horse. Actually, I hate horses, man. Oh, yeah. Don't. You know where he's going with this.
Yeah, look it up.
Gee whiz. Yeah, so obviously blue ring octopuses have. Yeah, they've killed a bunch of people, but...
So there's no like specific... species of octopus is more prone to attack people.
Yeah, but see, these are talking about cephalopods, so they include squids. I have seen squids off the Gulf of Mexico, and that's where the giant squids live. So the normal squids, they're still about fucking 2 meters long. They will attack humans. They will attack humans. The divers have to wear chainmail when they go down there.
Chainmail.
Yeah.
Mine said the chainmail.
Octopus, including common Pacific giant octopus. Yeah, they killed a bloke called Alfred Brenham in 1884. And he was a naturalist that was studying said octopuses.
And he was taken out by one?
Yep, it appears so.
Man. Well, look, he died doing what he loved.
Yep, good on him.
Good on the bloke, man. It's better than probably horrific deaths that happened to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we've really gone on a tangent today. What have we had? We've had balloon incident, Liam Neeson pissing himself, sexual relationships with a clone version of yourself.
Predictive programming.
Celebrities' hands. Fucking.
Maybe we are part of the predictive program. Mass media.
Yes.
Indoctrination.
The mass media conglomerate that we are. Gee whiz. Our reach is endless.
Thanks to the 20 viewers that will watch this. I think it was a good. I don't know if there's got anything further to add there.
No, I'm good, bruv. I'm good. I've got to go home and see the clone.
Oh God!
You got any Vaseline?
Tubs of it, bro. It's where the clones are. Yeah, I think it was a good. I don't like using the word "come back" episode.
No,
it's not really a comeback.
No, we just went MIA for quite some time, but
other things were going on.
Yes, they were. But anyway, I'm Peacock.
I'm Licks.
Stay sweaty.
Stay sweaty.